In my video I did the other day, we went over all the quotes that Strauss Zelnick did with interviews from various outlets and gaming journalists following the Take-Two Interactive earnings call. And now he actually went on live television and told us some interesting things about Grand Theft Auto 6. So if you'd like to listen to the full interview, they talk about a handful of subjects, AI, etc. I'll leave a link to it in the description. But the entire interview really opens by him asking about Grand Theft Auto 6 still staying on November 19th, 2026, and ultimately how much the game cost, which Strauss Zelnick gave a pretty interesting answer.
Interactive shares, they are jumping after the company reported quarterly results. They also confirmed the November 19th release date of Grand Theft Auto 6. Joining us right now is Strauss Zelnick, CEO, Take-Two Interactive. Let's talk about the earnings, but I don't know if you think the stock is moving on the earnings or you think the stock is moving because there's a view that this is now finally here or will be here soon ahead of the holidays after, I think it was 2 delays?
Yeah, I think that's right. Look, I think it's all the above. It's all good news, right? And I don't think it's just that we've confirmed a release date for Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't think it's actually just the earnings. I think it's that the company's firing on all cylinders, that all 3 labels had a great year, and that our outlook is very substantial for the current year, and that we also said, look, this is going to set a new baseline for growth going forward.
The cost...
Obviously, in a release year, a new release year, it's going to be different.
The cost of producing this game
is high.
Is what?
We haven't announced what the actual cost, but look, we do spend a lot of money on our console and PC titles. And that's because we seek perfection in everything we do. And the entertainment business is a hit-driven business.
Right.
And what has been established in the interactive entertainment business as it matures is the same thing that's established in every other entertainment business as it matures, which is the only thing that matters to consumers is quality.
Right.
And hits are the only thing consumers want. And every entertainment business in maturity becomes a top 10 or 20 business. So if you aren't going to invest in the properties, if you aren't going to back your creative talent.
So he obviously joked that the game has cost a ton of money, but he isn't going to reveal a specific amount. The rumors have been that it's in the billions of dollars to make this game. Now, the next thing they talk about, which there was actually a pretty big rumor about this as well, was that Grand Theft Auto 6 was not going to have a physical release, or at least if it did, it was going to have a delayed release, like Rockstar's done with sort of their smaller, more recent titles, like Red Dead Redemption coming out on the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. It's been digital only at first, and then the physical version came out later. It doesn't sound like that's going to be the case. Strauss Zelnick confirming that there will be a decent-sized physical component for Grand Theft Auto 6.
What is the biggest sales channel for you right now?
It's digital, of course.
It's all digital.
It's not all digital, but it's over 90% digital.
And
although for a big release, physical can be a bigger percentage.
That's where I was going to go.
Yeah.
So like this release, where do you think the biggest channel will be?
Oh, I think the biggest channel will still be digital, but there'll be a big physical component.
So he admits that most of it is going to be digital, but there's still a big physical component too, and you can understand why the digital releases are so convenient. You don't have to leave your house, you don't have to go to the store, and you just get the game downloaded to your console. But there's still that incredibly popular physical release, and I'm sure there will be a massive one with whatever versions of the game Rockstar decides to do, whether it's an ultimate collector's premium edition of the game that has all these different bonuses. Maybe even individual retailers will have specific bonuses if you purchase physical copies from them, whether it be hilarious enough, Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, etc. So that is the interview that Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick did with CNBC's Squawk Box just a few days ago, and what he revealed about Grand Theft Auto 6. It's very interesting. Again, I'll leave the entire interview in the description if you guys want to check that out for yourself. Now, on Take-Two Interactive's earnings call itself, we heard from Strauss Zelnick, and I want to play you guys some of the interesting audio that he had to say. He started the entire call by essentially doubling down on Grand Theft Auto 6's release date, and also saying that marketing would begin in the summer.
Fiscal 2027 is poised to be a breakout year for Take-Two, led by the November 19th release of Grand Theft Auto 6, arguably the most anticipated entertainment property of all time, And we're excited that Rockstar Games will start their marketing campaign this summer.
Now, at the end of the earnings call, shareholders can actually dial in and ask Strauss Zelnick and the other executives questions. And he did get some questions on Grand Theft Auto 6 and its marketing. And he actually did the reference of Mission Impossible again, which we talked about in my previous video. But this is what he had to say about it on the call.
Hey, Strauss, Carl, Laney, Nicole, congrats, guys, on a great year and a great guide. Very exciting. Just two questions, Strauss. First, I think you referenced before being astonished by Rockstar's marketing creativity. Clearly, they've got precedent there. Can you talk, I guess, philosophically about how Rockstar thinks about building anticipation for a game launch of this scale, and how beneficial that marketing effort can be in terms of sustaining or even building demand for around the current GTA ecosystem, and if that ancillary benefit is baked into your guidance? I'll follow up.
Well, look, thanks for the question. I'm obviously not going to go into detail. What we've said about marketing GTA 6 is that marketing will start this summer. And as you know, any information around releases and marketing comes from our labels, and that shouldn't be news to you. That said, do we see in any release, no matter how highly anticipated it is, both the need to market the title and the opportunity in marketing the title? We do. And I was asked about this earlier, because I absolutely refuse to use the title of ours as an example. I use someone else's. And I said, so there's a new release of Mission Impossible, and it's starring Tom Cruise. Like, we all know what that looks like, and I, for one, am going to see that movie. Like, I'm going to see that movie. But Paramount still spends a whole lot of money to market that, to make sure that people know it's out, it's great, and it's worth seeing. And I think that's the story of the entertainment business.
So again, he doubles down saying that you'll probably hear from Rockstar Games during the summertime, and that information like that obviously will not come from him. Strauss was also asked a question about Grand Theft Auto 6 coming to PC, which is kind of a hot topic right now, because everything he's been saying publicly is that, you have to go where your consumers are, and he says that that's basically on console. I think Grand Theft Auto 6 will probably come to PC at some point in time. This is what Strauss had to say on that.
Thanks for the questions. I'll try a couple here. Any additional color you can provide on GTA 6 around your framework for the PC release, as well as if the game, has any chance of being cross-platform? Also, any best estimates on when we could see a pre-sale launch for the game? If not, perhaps you could at least provide your best guesstimate of timing on hearing more of these details. Thanks.
Yeah, as you know, look, the PC market's a great market, and it's growing for console-type titles, and it's a market we serve avidly. And virtually all of our hit titles end up on all platforms over time. That said, Rockstar Games has announced GTA 6 for console only so far, and we're excited about our November 19th release.
So from the earnings call and his interview on live television, those were the most interesting things I could get from Take-Two CEO, again, parent company of Rockstar Games, Strauss Zelnick, and his comments on Grand Theft Auto 6. It'll be very interesting to see once the marketing fully ramps up what actually Rockstar reveals, Trailer 3, pre-orders, etc. But as their silence remains, we have to look for answers in Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, who has been doing a ton of interviews lately and actually joked at the end of the call that he's been doing a ton of interviews lately. But let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.